Imagine if OpenAI decides to no longer rely on Nvidia, AMD, or others, but build its own chips. Well, they just made that move. In this video, we'll break down what OpenAI's new chip deal with Broadcom means, how this vertical shift could change the AI business game forever, and what you, as a founder, creator, or business leveraging AI, need to watch out for. Let's dive in. First, a little context. When we talk about AI models, especially big generative models, the real cost and barrier isn't just the algorithm, it's the compute infrastructure. Most AI systems today rely heavily on GPUs, graphics processing units, from companies like Nvidia or AMD. These are optimized for parallel processing and matrix operations, which are core to neural networks. Cloud providers rent you GPU time. Startups or researchers pay for compute cycles. But as models scale, the costs, the power consumption, latency, and supply chain limitations become enormous bottlenecks. That's why recently, more AI companies are eyeing vertical integration, controlling not just the software or models, but also the hardware underneath. The idea: reduce dependency, reduce margins leak, optimize end-to-end. OpenAI has signed a deal with Broadcom to build its first custom AI processor. Reuters. This isn't just a cool experiment, it signals a major shift in how dominant AI players may structure their stack going forward. Let's break down what we do know about this partnership. Custom chip design. OpenAI will design the chips. Broadcom will handle manufacturing and development. Reuters +1. Deployment timeline. The rollout is expected to begin in late 2026, with further scaling through 2029. Reuters. Scale intention. We're talking about gigawatts of compute capacity. These are serious, heavy-duty chips intended for large-scale training and inference. Reuters +1. Why Broadcom? Broadcom is already strong in networking, chip fabrication, and infrastructure. This partnership gives OpenAI a path to leverage existing hardware experience, plus customizability. Importantly, this isn't just about raw power. There are trade-offs: cost, yield risks, energy efficiency, scalability, cooling, supply chain dependencies, and design complexity. But if OpenAI can pull this off, they can optimize their stack from the ground up, reducing overhead, improving speed, controlling margins, and potentially passing benefits downstream. So why should AI toolmakers, startups, creators, or any business using AI care about this? Here are the major strategic implications. Cost control and margin pressure alleviation. When you don't have to rent compute or pay vendor markups, your margins improve. Reduce dependency and better resilience. Relying solely on third-party GPUs exposes you to supply shocks, price shifts, vendor lock-in. Owning some part of the chain gives flexibility their niche or partner differently. Performance and efficiency gains. Custom chips can be optimized for specific workloads, reduce latency, better energy profiles, barrier to entry and moat creation. If big players internalize hardware plus software, smaller players need to narrow their niche or partner differently. Market leverage and negotiation power. When you're not fully dependent on vendors, you can negotiate better deals, or even choose to bypass them in parts of your stack. On the flip side, some risks: high upfront cost, design risk, time to market, required scale to justify investment. Not everyone can or should do this, but understanding the trend is key for strategic planning. So as someone building or scaling in the AI as a service, not a toolmaker space, here's what I'd watch and possibly act on. Track infrastructure deals and announcements. Whenever an AI company moves toward custom hardware, analyze their constraints and setup. Evaluate hybrid models. You don't have to fully invest, but consider partial vertical integration or partnerships. Build software-hardware flexibility. Design your system in a modular way so you can swap or plug in new infrastructures later. Explore partnerships. Team up with hardware folks, FPGA ASIC startups, cloud providers, customizing for AI. Budget for scale and long-term ROI. These moves are long games. Don't overstretch early, but plan ahead. Stay competitive in differentiation. If others are locking down infrastructure, your differentiation might shift to model innovation, domain specialization, or user experience. Finally, keep an eye on emerging open-source chip projects, AI hardware startups, and even crossovers, AI plus semiconductor. They might be acquisition targets or key partners down the road. To wrap up, OpenAI's custom chip move is bold, but disruptive moves usually are. Whether or not it fully succeeds, the ripple effects will be felt across the AI business ecosystem. If you're in AI, this is not just a hardware story, it's a strategic one. If you found this video useful, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment. What do you think will be the biggest impact of this move? I'll see you next time with more AI and business insights.